Hi friends, it's Deanna here, and today we are making the fairy jacket, and I am super excited about this one. I love getting ready for fall sewing and winter and all that stuff, so this is perfect, and it is such an easy sew. It's actually kind of like one of those things that you're like, whoa, that was super easy. And there are many options on this one. You can make it reversible, you can make it lined, fully lined, or you can just make it plain. And today I'm just going with the plain version, and I will tell you how to line it if you want to line it or make it reversible. But I wanted to do a quick sew. I wanted you to see how quick you can make this and how cute it's going to end up. So yes. Before I get started though, let me remind you about our fun fan giveaway, and that's when we give $50 Ellie and my gift certificate to one random subscriber. And what we do is, all you have to do to enter is subscribe to our channel, and then comment below and let us know what you like about our channel, what you love about our patterns, what you want to make, what pattern you like to get. It doesn't matter, just comment below, let us know, give us what you want to hear, what you want to see, and that's it. You'll be entered for a giveaway. So yeah, we pick one winner every month, so be on the lookout for that. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. As usual, I already cut out my pattern using the Ellie and Mac fairy jacket pattern, and I love how easy it is for us to print those patterns out, cut them out, and now we're ready to sew. So that's great. So I've got my front, and I've got my sleeves, and I got my back. That's it. 2 fronts, 2 sleeves, and a back, because I'm not doing the lined, because this fabric, it's got the nice loopy in the back. This is a French terry cloth that's got a little bit of a stretch, not a whole lot, so it's nice. So we're gonna put our bodices face up, so I'm just putting them next to each other so that the 2 shoulders are up and face up, and I'm putting my back right on top of those shoulders and gonna meet those shoulders. I will be using at the raw edge, I will be using my serger, but if you want to do a stretch stitch on your sewing machine, lightning bolt, stretch stitch, zigzag stitch, whatever kind of stitch you have, that will be stretch stitch, would be great. And if you don't know what stitch works best on your machine, what I do is, to find out what stretch stitch would work, I'll just grab a piece of scrap fabric, whatever fabric you're going to use for your project, and then I would try different kind of zigzag stitches on your machine, like lightning bolt or zigzag. You know, your machine can have different kind settings, maybe wider or shorter, and then stretch and see if it gives you a good stretch. And that's how you can tell. That's how I was able to tell which stitch I would like to use. So we're sewing those shoulder seams. We're sewing those shoulder seams together. Tongue-tied this morning. Blah, blah, blah. I'm excited. Because this fabric is super comfy and cozy. I did make it, I will be honest and tell you that I am making it a size a little bit bigger than what I wear. So I usually wear between a medium and a small and a medium, small top, medium bottom. But I am making it a medium, and that medium is usually a little bit baggier on my top. So like if I want a baggy top, I'll use a medium. But usually for dresses and things like that are a little bit looser at the hip, I'll use a small, because I want it to be more fitted at the top. So if I want a good fit at the top, I have to use a small, so I have to grade or whatever. But I'm just going with a full straight medium because I like the bulkiness of it, but also because this fabric doesn't have a whole lot of stretch. So whenever you're using a fabric that doesn't have as much stretch as required, you want to make sure that you compensate for that, okay? So we're gonna grab our sleeve, and now right here, we're gonna find the top middle. So it's just, we're leaving it folded. Here's my two sides, and this is gonna be my middle. So I'm just gonna mark it, because that's gonna be where I put my shoulder seam. So I'm gonna match up right sides together to my shoulder seam. And then I'm gonna go up to one side and then up to the other side. They're doing construction across the street. It's like construction forever, always construction. But this is like the last thing they're doing. So I'm like, it's kind of exciting. But like this morning they were pouring concrete as I'm getting my son ready for school. And he loves watching them do that. So it's kind of exciting. It's kind of exciting to see them work. Okay, so we're gonna sew that together, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one as well so we can do both at the same time. There was one sleeve right there and my other sleeve right here. Make sure you put it on the right spot. You don't wanna put it on the neckline. This is my neckline right here. You wanna put it on the arm side, because then you'll end up with an arm on your throat. That's weird. So we're gonna do the same thing. I am finding the middle and pin, pin, pin. If you have clips, you can clip, clip, clip. I don't know. He runs away from me all the time. All right. I'll tell you, if you're not part of our Facebook or Instagram page, please come join us. I love it when I see y'all posting your makes, and tag me in it so I can see it. I love it. I love seeing it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sew those shoulder seams together, and we're literally almost done. And it all depends on what you want to do next. All right, I'm sewing these shoulders on, and then we'll move on to the next step. So now that the shoulders are sewn on, if I can find that shoulder. Oh. Here it is. Here's my front, here's my shoulder, here's my back. Well, I say shoulder, it's really my arm. Now we're gonna go ahead and still right sides together. We're gonna put the side together. So we're gonna grab our side, back, front, sleeve. We're gonna meet at the seam, at the armpit seam. And cut that off right here. And then we go towards the top of the sleeve. All the way to the happy top, and then we'll go down to the bottom of the sleeve. So some people have asked me, what do I use for lining if I want to line? So I am using, for my outer layer, like I said, this is French terry cloth, which is got not very much stretch. It's got a little bit of a stretch. But it literally feels like a very soft towel. It's like the terry cloth. Like French terry, regular French terry loops are like are thinner, are smaller. These ones are, the cloth, they're more raised, so you can feel it more. So I wanted to leave that. I didn't want to line it just because it's got that really nice feel. So if you're doing like a fleece or French terry, that's got that nice feel, or if you're even doing a cotton lycra or a double brush poly, you want it thin cardi, you know, like when it's not super cold, then you don't have to line it. But if it gets cold where you're at and you want it to be like super thick and you want to line it, you either want to stick with the same or really, I know that some people would want to do the inside like more fluffy and then the outside softer. I don't think it really matters very much. You just have to make sure that it has about the same stretch. That's the only thing. Because you don't want one that's like really loose on the stretch on the outside and then really tight on the stretch on the inside, and it'll look a little bit funky. My If you had cheap fabric and you wanted to try it and you thought this might work, I am a daredevil when it comes to that, and I will match any fabrics together. You just have to make sure that they're not gonna pull on each other and make it all funky. But if you are going to do the reversible or the lined, all the steps that we just did, you will do it again with your liner fabric. So I'm gonna go ahead and sew this right here on the side, the edge, the sleeve and the side. It's right sides together. Make sure you're grabbing both fabrics. I'm going all the way down. I put my pins kind of farther away from the edge. I don't know if you can see them right here. So that I can keep sewing. And I don't need to worry about moving them until I'm done. So now that I got to the end, I can remove all my pins. I just don't like to move them as I'm sewing, but I also don't want them to get caught on my machine, so you have to be careful. Alright, so now, if you're lining and you have your liner fabric already cut out, you will put your fabric, I already did my other side as well while we were paused. Okay, so this is your front area, okay? This is your front panel. If you're lining, you're gonna grab your liner fabric. I'm gonna pretend that this other side of my jacket is the liner. We're just pretending, okay? So if you're lining, let's say that this is my liner, I'm gonna place my outer right up, and then I'm gonna place my liner right on top of it as so. Match it up. So all my liner, I'm gonna lay out my outer. So open up your outer, just like so. And I'm gonna lay my liner right on top, right sides together. And we're gonna sew it together at the edge, all around the edge. And we're gonna leave maybe 2 to 4 inch gap at the bottom where you will pull the jacket right side out, okay? So that's what you will do if you're lining your jacket. You will put your jacket right side out. If you're doing reversible, okay, because reversible is a little bit different when it comes to sleeves, because your sleeves have to be, if you're not doing reversible, your sleeves, you will sew your sleeves shut and just fold them around. But if you're doing reversible, you want your sleeve seam to be tucked in. So what I want you to do is, if you're doing reversible, you can check out our Duchess jacket sewing tutorial, and I'm thinking there's another one, and I'll try to post it below, that is reversible. I think it's our Sip It jacket. Is that one reversible? There's another sew I did that's reversible. I know the Duchess jacket has the cuffs and the way that they would be done if you were doing a reversible fairy jacket. So if you have questions on that, comment below, and I'll try to add the link for you to look for that. But for if you're just lining, you would just sew all the way around, and then you would leave the space at the bottom, flip it over, and then you would go ahead and just hem the sleeves, the double sleeves, like you would hem, like you're gonna hem these sleeves, okay? But like I said, if it's reversible, the sleeves will be a little bit different. So let me know if you're having an issue with that, and then we will post the link. Okay, so we are basically done with the construction of our fairy jacket. How beautiful is this? I love it. Now, and the reason why I wanted to not have a liner is because I love to be able to see this beautiful. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go all the way around, fold that hem in. You have two options, a couple of options actually. You can leave it raw because it is a knit fabric that doesn't usually pull off if you have a regular knit fabric. French terry sometimes will fray a little bit, so I am going to hem. So you can either go ahead and leave it raw if you have like a double brush poly or cotton lycra and you say, I'm not gonna fool with that, or you can do a 1/2 inch hem, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fold it in 1/2 inch, all the way around, and you'll go all the way up, all the way around, all the way around your neck, all the way around the back, bottom, front, and do the same to the sleeves, 1/2 inch allowance. Or you could do a rolled hem. So if you want to do a rolled hem all the way around the edge, you can do that as well. So that's all I have for you. I am gonna go ahead and hem it, 1/2 inch allowance. I'm not gonna do it on camera because it'll take forever, and really all I'm doing is I'm just folding in 1/2 inch. When I get to the edge right here, I know sometimes there's questions, I'm gonna fold down, and then I'm gonna grab this other one and fold over on top of it, just like so, and keep going. So we'll just have a corner right there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and sew all that together. I'll try to grab a couple pictures of me wearing it so you can see it at the beginning of the video. I hope you enjoyed this sewing tutorial and realized how easy it is to sew your fairy jacket, and how cute it really is for such an easy sew. And see, I don't even know how it's gonna look with this High Hopes dolman, but look at how cute this is. So adorable. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Please let me know if you have any questions. If you're not part of our Instagram or Facebook page, would love to have you come and visit. Also, please comment, like, share, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.